rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Thielen is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw here. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 45. ground. This is Lamar Miller. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Here's Watson now on second down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 55 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 in excellent field position here. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Back 22. Back 22.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. That feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now out comes Minnesota. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Reset. Hey, flag 22. Flag 22. Richmond.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Got some real estate inside the 30. Cuts back right. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 45 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
Rolling to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Reset.
They'll run it with Williams. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Target.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Damian Williams taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans will extend their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 23 yards on the play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Detroit!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Here we go now! Green!
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From the end zone, Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Motion!
They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Watson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, Watson. Flush to his right. He's letting this one go. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. On first down, it's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT from 21 yards away. And the Texans add on. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On second down, Cook. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road,
true.
to be fair.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Come back, come back. Tiger.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Come back, come back. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Two jet, two jet. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
Back to throw, Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. A give. This is Cook. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to throw here. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to sling it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 38. After the interception, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire. on this third quarter of play. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Reset.
Here's a give to Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Black 22. Black 22.
Watson. Flushed out right. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down.
Two jet. Hey, green the line. Come back. Tiger. You got nothing. Black 99 Philly. Two jet.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Black 22. Come back. Black 99 Philly. Two jet.
Again, it's Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Watson looks to throw again. Steps away to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They get it to him running left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans continue to pour it on. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find a tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left, and it's a fumble. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Detroit! Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Houston, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.